he generated life on Earth, or wouldn't you rather say that he generated the conditions, atmospheric gases, climate, water, soil, that would sustain life? That way you could believe in evolution and God? Emily's lips curled wryly. Could she be the first person to figure out a way that creationism and science can coexist? The Bible said that Adam was created in the image of God and Eve from Adam's rib. Couldn't this just be poetic license on the part of the authors who didn't really know any science? Couldn't had thought of this already. She was just a kid. What did she know? But if they hadn't, she smirked again. She'd have to make sure she survived this ordeal to write some kind of masterpiece, blending Darwinism and creationism. Girl genius, she imagined the headline, has revelation while stranded in ocean. She looked at her wrist, still too dark to see her watch. Well, maybe she had successfully passed all of 4 minutes solving the mystery of life. She wondered how much longer she would have to wait. It would be a grave injustice, wouldn't it? After all this, the rescue boats didn't find her. She focused on the stars again, and one little point of light moved down in a streak. For a fraction of a second, she thought it was a plane, but it was clearly a shooting star. Half a minute later, another. The longer she looked, the more she saw. They were lifeless meteors that cared nothing for her. They weren't shooting for her. They weren't shooting for any human beings. They had shot long before humans were on Earth, and they would shoot long after humans were gone. Look at that sky, millions of miles deep. Nothing in that incredibly full sky cares about humans or about the silly, stupid things we do. Humans are the only things that care about humans, and in the end, we don't even do that very well. She suddenly felt very small and very exposed. She stopped breathing and straightened up, pulling her legs up against her chest, but she couldn't both hug herself and stay afloat. Richard, she called out, her voice cracking. Before she could hear an answer, she was pulled underwater. She didn't have time to catch a breath. Something was dragging her under from behind. She felt water churning in front of her face. She scraped the water with her hands, losing her leggings float. She didn't feel any pain, but she was sure it was a shark. And I have a meeting this morning, so we'll have to stop there. See you tomorrow.